Chef Corey here. We're back in the Toss and Burn kitchen with my man Delano.
What's up?
So I see on your IG page that you have pictures of food. Did you cook that food?
Some of it I did. Not all of it, but some of it I did. Definitely feel like a man should be able to put together a decent meal. And just in my culture and my travels, I really enjoy food and different ingredients. And as I pick up recipes from here and there, I just incorporate them into my repertoire just so I can do something. You know, I'm definitely not in the industry as you have been, but I just feel like it's something that every man should be able to do.
So what was that? What was the dish that you made with the okra the other day?
Oh, I made a TV-inspired petite sirloin steak with mashed potatoes and okra. I just did it right here, just for myself.
Well, we're gonna use one of the methods that I know you use, a basting method,
yes,
for the pan-seared chicken I'm gonna make. But before we do the chicken, I wanna make one of my favorite salads to make, a marinated kale salad.
Okay.
Have you ever had one?
Not a marinated kale salad. I'm very familiar with kale salads, and I've had a few varieties, but not a marinated version.
Okay. Well, marination is done with your hands, with oil. To break down the kale fibers, make them a little bit more tender on the palate, you want to massage it till they start to break down. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to start with these base ingredients here. I have, of course, 2 oils that I'm going to use. I'm going to use a little sesame oil to kind of infuse the kale.
Okay.
Give it a little nutty taste.
Okay.
And I got olive oil. I'm going to use a lot of that.
Okay.
Because that's what's going to give it that sheen and also going to break down the fibers. I have onions, red onions, dates, pumpkin seeds, onion powder and garlic powder, a little nutritional yeast. We can talk about that for people who don't know what that is. And some sun-dried tomatoes and a little agave nectar and a little lime juice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with a little drizzle of sesame oil. You don't need that much because this sesame oil is really strong, and it has this nutty flavor to it and smell. So you don't need that much. But I'm going to go with some olive oil.
A nice liberal amount of olive oil.
Yeah, you need olive oil. Actually, I'm going to put some more in there. Use all that. If I need some backup, I have it. Red onions going in. Sun-dried tomatoes. Go with some dry ingredients. That's kind of rustic, so it don't matter what goes in first because my hands are going to bring it all together anyways. That was garlic powder and onion powder. Sun-dried tomatoes. And these are dates for a little sweetness.
What made you choose the dates?
What do you say?
What made you choose the dates?
I love dates.
Okay.
And I mean, a lot of people like dried cranberries or raisins or whatever, but I like dates. Just a personal choice of mine. So I'll put in some pumpkin seeds, and those pumpkin seeds are roasted. A little bit of nutritional yeast. This nutritional yeast kind of brings out a little cheesy taste in the kale salad.
Okay. Interesting. Can you tell me a little bit more about nutritional yeast for those who might not be familiar with it?
With a little agave. But I use nutritional yeast for like my kale wraps. And it's a cheesy variation or vegan version of cheese.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna take my hands and just massage this salad. And it'll get kind of messy, but.
Yeah, some of the best things in life are messy.
What are you talking about? As you can see, it kind of breaks the fibers down. That oil is very key in this, in breaking those fibers down. Look at that, it's coming together already. And my hands will get a little sticky because we did put a little agave nectar in there.
That's okay too.
You see it kind of breaking down?
Oh yeah, it's shining with all those oils in there.
Yes.
Everything's mixing in pretty evenly. It looks good, man. Looks great.
And like I said, I want a little sweetness to it because it's a salad, and I'm not making a dressing for it. So I'm gonna break down some of the sugars with a little lime juice. Squeeze some lime over the top. This is gonna be a pan-seared chicken breast. Bring my temperature up on that pan because what I want to do, I want to lock in a beautiful sear on the skin side of this chicken for color. I'm going to take it and the skin side down. And this chicken has been marinating all night in thyme and rosemary and garlic.
All
Salt.
the good things.
Yep, all of my favorites. Real salt. Real simple ingredients. Nothing fancy about it. I'm gonna jack that heat up a little bit. I won't want to turn that chicken over until that good color gets on that skin. That's very important for presentation purposes also. So that heat be up.
And that was the same when you did your salmon last time, right? You do it skin side down.
Yeah, skin side down works well for presentation, you know. And I'm going to baste the skin side a little later with some butter and some more fresh herbs, the rosemary and thyme. So what we're going to do, we're going to lock that in and let it kind of do its thing. And of course, this is grass-fed chicken, local. Once again, I try to give my clients the most healthiest piece of protein I possibly can.
Right.
Because, I mean, chicken get a bad rep these days. So,
What would you say some of the benefits are of using that grass-fed chicken?
well, I mean, of course, you know, your conventional chicken that you may get from the store that hadn't been, the chicken are not free range. I mean, a lot of it is injected with, you know, GMOs, steroids, what have you. And of course, we know what that do to the body. You know, creates all kinds of hormone issues inside of the human body. So, I mean, if you're going to eat any type of meat, red meat or poultry, my thing is seek out a local producer of it.
Got it.
Do some research on it. You're going to put it in your body, it needs to be healthy as possible.
Sure.
So what we're going to do, that heat coming up, want that color to lock in there real good. So we cooking some. Will you be cooking some more cool dishes coming up?
Yeah, you know, I always enjoy steaming like a lobster tail. I do, on occasion, I do like a seafood stuffed pasta. I get like the large pasta shells, and I usually will do like a seafood and vegetable medley. I put those in the shells, and then I drizzle like maybe tomato sauce and cheese and bake it, give it a little bit of firmness. So I usually do that. That's one of my favorite dishes to cook. Other than that, man, I do a pretty good job with smoked Gouda mac and cheese.
Ooh, you gotta make me some of that.
Yeah,
You know how to make that?
I know how to make that.
Oh my
I know how to make
goodness,
that.
really?
So, yeah.
Wow, I haven't had that in a while.
I do a nice one. It's, you know. So yeah, man, I'll have to have you over sometime, man. I'll do something for you next time.
That's great, man. I like to smoke Gouda mac. Haven't had that in a while. That'll be one of my cheat days.
Hey, no problem, man. I got you.
So what I'm gonna do, We'll go to a break right now. And when I come back, I'm going to turn this chicken over, and we're going to do a basting technique.
Okay.
So when we come back, we'll get back to this chicken. Toss and burn.
Look at that.